What's up, you guys? It's travel day.
I don't know what to do. I think he's just. I had an exam tomorrow, and I find anxiety. We broke up. I'm pretty sure she was talking shit about me. I honestly don't want to do for my bed today. But they make fun of me. I wish I could go back in time and change things. And yeah, that's what I would do. Just don't quote me on that.
We made it to the hotel. We're in Takayama, and our hotel is like a traditional Japanese style hotel. So we're sleeping in these futons, which go on the floor, and I'll show you guys the room. Maria's munching on some snacks that they gave us. This is where we're gonna sleep. They're gonna move the table over and then put our futons there. And then this is the rest of the room. And then my parents get an actual bed, cause. Okay, so they finally made our beds with the futons, and it's so cute. I love the place. I think my back is going to be breaking in the morning, but we'll see. We're going to go to hot thermals right now. I'm not going to bring you guys along with because you can't wear bathing suits, so I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. So we didn't talk as much yesterday. Yesterday we arrived in Takayama. This is where we are today. And last night we just walked around the town. It was such a beautiful town. It's very small, very traditional, very typical Japanese style, not like Tokyo, which was like a huge metropolis, big city. And today we're traveling. Again, we're going to Kanazawa. So we were just stopping by really quickly. So our suitcases are on their way to Kyoto, which is the place we're going to after Kanazawa. I'm getting mixed up with the names. We're just stopping by these little towns and then going to Kyoto and then Osaka afterwards. So I just wanted to update you guys as to what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing today. I think we're just walking around as well, visiting some temples, and then this afternoon we take the bullet train on our way to Kanazawa. So that's the trip for these couple of days, and then I'll see you guys in Kyoto. Well, we'll keep talking, but I just wanted to say hi really quickly. We're waiting for the train right now to leave from Takayama to Kanazawa. And de mirarme. No más. My mom and my sister are staring at me and I'm getting shy. Camera shy. Anyways, my dad had to run back to the hotel because he left his Vision Pros at the hotel. And then we realized the taxi driver had them in his taxi and he just ran over here and he gave it to us. Anyways, family trips. We're on our way to Kanazawa. I will see you guys there. No más. That has to be the longest travel day of our lives. We accidentally took the wrong train and we ended up 3 hours away from where we were supposed to be and in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like I don't know where we went to. We made it 700 hours later. Let me give you guys a room tour. Now we're finally in Kanazawa, but we leave tomorrow. So we missed the whole day here. Anyways, I'm so...
What time do we leave tomorrow?
I don't know when we leave tomorrow. She already laid down.
This is not bad at all.
Hi guys, we are in Kyoto now. I skipped filming yesterday in Kanazawa because I really hit my head really hard while filming that room tour. So I had like, I don't know, I don't want to call it a concussion, but my head was pounding. So I didn't have the energy to film. So sorry, didn't film yesterday, but now we're in Kyoto. I'm gonna film today, gonna vlog today and tomorrow. And yeah, welcome to Kyoto. So we got dressed in kimonos this morning. It's so freaking hot. I'm like dripping sweat in here, but look at how beautiful it is. It's such a beautiful, this is such a complicated thing to put on. Like they literally had to dress you and everything. But it's such a fun experience. Like we're walking around and everybody looks at us and they're like, can we take pictures? And look at this. Look at my hair. Look at my hair. They also did my makeup. They did my hair. Such an art. Really like professional. I was like, wow. Like the fact that you can do this in like 20 minutes is insane. It would take me like 7 hours to do that. It takes me 7 hours just to do my basic, not this type of hairdo or anything. But that's what we're up to. We're gonna keep walking around the city. I'm waiting for a waffle right now. We just had lunch. The train. Okay, I was waiting for the train to pass. We're gonna keep walking around, keep visiting more shrines and temples. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu. And we got our waffle. Okay, that was a little update. I will talk to you guys at the hotel. The fact that I'm sitting down and talking to you guys is actually the saddest thing in the entire world, because that means that there is only one more week left in our Japan trip and I never want to leave. I want to extend my trip for 3 more months because there is so much to see. Japan has definitely turned into one of my favorite countries in the world, and this trip has been one of my favorite family trips. So there's 1 more week left, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed this week in Japan. It wasn't only Tokyo. Last week's vlog was only in Tokyo. This week we switched around. We went to 3 different cities and we kind of moved around for a little bit. And now this week, this is the last week that's coming up, we're going to only stay in one place. So that's what this means, which is very sad. But as sad as I am that it's ending, it also means that I get to go back home, which means that I get to see my long distance boyfriend, Roberto. And I'm also really excited about that, which leads me to this week's episode. If you're new here, you saw something that says coaches don't play. That means that this episode belongs to the relationships collection for Don't Quote Me on That. We have 4 different collections that we talk about, but Coaches Don't Play is the one where we talk about relationships, mostly romantic relationships, but every once in a while we'll talk about friendships, family, siblings, things like that. But this week we're going to talk about romantic relationships and something that I've gotten a lot of messages about, which is how to move on from a breakup. Because if you're new here or if you, missed a video or 2, I ended my last relationship at the end of last year, so at the end of 2023. And now I'm in a new relationship. So a lot of people have asked me, how did you move on? Because it was never a secret that my last relationship and my last breakup took me a hard and fat minute to get over. I was heartbroken for a fat minute, and I always talk to you guys about it. I was always like, yep, I am not doing great. I am heartbroken. So now that you guys saw that I am in a way better place, I'm in a new relationship, I'm the happiest that I've ever been. A lot of people have asked me on TikTok and Instagram and things like that, hey, how did you move on? Can you please help us? And I'm going to tell you guys how, because it's really something that once it clicked in my head, it made a lot of sense. And not only did it make a lot of sense for my breakup and really helped me to move on from my breakup, but it's also something that I'm applying to this new relationship. Hopefully this is the last relationship that I have, but if it's not, it's something that I'm going to apply to all relationships. And I think it makes a lot of sense. And it's understanding really how relationships work. Because once you understand how relationships work, it makes it a lot easier when you're getting into a relationship or when you're leaving a relationship. And that is the moment that I realized that relationships are literally like going shopping. And before anyone dares to comment and say, are you really objectifying people and comparing us to objects? No, I'm not. It's a goddamn metaphor, okay? It's a freaking metaphor that not only does it work, not only does it make sense, but it's the one thing that helps me move on from my breakup. But like I said, it's not just for breakups, it's for relationships in general. So we're going to go shopping together. Really picture yourself like you're walking into the mall with me. We're all girls. We've all been shopping before. So we're really going to walk into the mall together. There is one catch, though, that makes this type of shopping a little bit different than regular shopping for your everyday clothes, is that we're going shopping for one-of-a-kind pieces, because humans are one of a kind. So that's really the main and big difference. But the rest, it's literally like going shopping. So pay attention before you think that I'm crazy. It actually makes a lot of sense and it actually helped me. So picture yourself with me at the entrance of the mall. We walk into the mall, we walk into a store, one-of-a-kind pieces, and you see a pair of jeans that you really like. You really like that pair of jeans. It looks cool. The texture looks good. The fabric looks good. The design looks good. It's a pair of jeans that you really like. That is when you see someone and you have a crush on them. You have no idea who they are. You don't know them. You don't know if it's going to work. But, they're attractive. They're good looking. Maybe you had a small conversation with them and they're funny. They're smart. So that's the stage when you like someone. Literally when you go shopping and you see a pair of jeans and you like the pair of jeans. So, okay, you like them. Now let's walk into the dressing room together so that you can try them on. And trying a pair of jeans on is called dating someone. That's when you go on a date with someone to find out if the pair of jeans fits or if it doesn't fit. Because when you're going shopping for one-of-a-kind pieces, there's no more sizes. That's it. That is the one pair of jeans. So you try it on, aka you go on a date, And maybe you realize that the pair of jeans absolutely sucks and you just, it doesn't fit really like at all and you don't like them. So you're not even going to bother with them. That's when your first date goes absolutely horribly. But maybe you try the pair of jeans on and it kind of fits, Has that ever happened to you? You put a pair of jeans on and it kind of fits, like it kind of works. It looks a little bit good. That's when you go on a date with someone and it was a good date, it was a fine date. But there's something that like it wasn't like a perfect fit. But when you go shopping for a pair of jeans, like literally go shopping for a pair of jeans, and it doesn't fit, or the model doesn't suit you, or maybe it's too big, maybe it's too small, maybe the jeans are too long, maybe they're too short, you have two options when you're going shopping. You either leave the pair of jeans behind, or you buy them and you take them to the tailor and you get them fixed. You shrink them, you stretch them, you make them bigger, you make them smaller, because you think like, hey, I really like the pair of jeans. They have a lot of potential, so I can send them to the tailor and I can make them work. We've all done that. I've sent so many pair of jeans to the tailor. They didn't fit me at the store, but I really liked them and I knew that they had a lot of potential to look good, so I still bought them and I took them to the tailor. When you go out with someone and you think, hey, it kind of fits, there's some things that don't really match. Maybe our personalities don't match. Maybe there's something going on with them. Maybe they're too much this way, too little this way. We don't fit, but they have a lot of potential. This, ladies, is when we literally fall in love with people's potential. Oh, but they could be a really good boyfriend if this thing happened, or if they changed this thing about their personality, or if they stopped doing this, or if they did more of this. You're not falling in love with them for who they are. You're falling in love with them for their potential, and we do this so much. But now let's go back to the actual pair of jeans. You can take them to the tailor. You can shrink them, cut them, chop them up, stretch them, make them bigger, make them smaller. But at the end of the tailor, they're not going to be the same pair of jeans. Now they fit you and now they look great on you, but you had to change them so that they fit you the way that you wanted it. So it was a perfect fit. And this, ladies, in relationships is when we try to change people. Because we fell in love with their potential. We fell in love with who they are, but there's some things that they could change. So we want to change them. We want to try and get them to do more of this, less of this. And in the process of changing that person or changing yourself, like the pair of jeans, at the end of it, he's not going to be the same person that he was before, or you're not going to be the same person that you were before. We can totally do this with clothes. Like with clothing, it's fine. It's a piece of fabric. Like change it all you want. But it's not fair in relationships when you want them to change or they want you to change something about you so that it fits, so that that potential that we see in each other actually works. We're changing each other's essence at the end of the day. So let me ask you something. Wouldn't it be easier to just put the pair of jeans down and go find a pair of jeans that actually fits you like a glove, where you don't have to change anything about that pair of jeans because it was made for you? You're supposed to find someone who was made for you, not fall in love with their potential, not want them to change, not you change. You guys are supposed to match and fit with each other. And it's a lot easier when you're actually going shopping and when we're talking about a real pair of jeans to just put it down and leave it at the store. So many times I've gone shopping and I find a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, a dress, something, I really like it. It doesn't fit. I ask for my size. They don't have my size. What am I going to do about it? I just walk out of the store and that's it. I can't buy it. It didn't fit me. But in real life, when somebody doesn't fit with you, it's really hard to put it down, to leave them behind, because they're a one-of-a-kind piece. And it is true that you're not going to find anybody like them. When you're going through a breakup, one of the biggest fears is I'm losing that person. I'm not going to find anyone like them. And that's true, unfortunately. They're one of a kind. You're not going to find them. So it's easy when you're going shopping to leave something behind, but in relationships, it's very hard to leave something behind and to just put it down because it was a one-of-a-kind piece. And we think that I need to hold on to it. I need to do everything that I can to change it, to make it fix, because they have this potential, everything that I just said before, but none of that's fair, both to them or to you. And here's the biggest freaking newsflash ever. They're also going shopping. They're also trying to find the girl that fits them. And maybe you don't fit them. Maybe they tried you on. I'm still going with the shopping metaphor. Maybe they tried you on. Maybe they went on that date with you. Maybe they saw that potential in you. But maybe you don't fit them like a glove. Maybe you're not a perfect match for them at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, relationships really are like going shopping, but you're both going shopping. Both guys and girls are trying to find that other person that fits them perfectly. And the same way that you deserve to find somebody that fits you perfectly, they deserve the chance to find somebody that fits them perfectly. So whether you broke up with them because you realized that it doesn't fit, or whether they broke up with you because you realized that it doesn't fit, both are equally fair. So if somebody breaks up with you, understand that they have the same right that you do to find that happy ending and that fairy tale person that you always dreamed about. Same way that you're trying to find it. So that is my metaphor for relationships. That they really are like going shopping. We're just trying to find that person that fits perfectly. And it's a one-of-a-kind shopping spree. But once I understood this, once I realized this, I was like, okay, I can leave the pair of jeans behind. And that meant having to leave that person behind. And it was really hard, because it is really hard to just leave it, drop it, because you're so in love with all of the potential, all of the changes that could have been made. But at the end of the day, it wasn't fair to ask for those changes for neither party. It isn't fair to fall in love with the potential of that party. You're just supposed to find the person that fits, whether it's you or whether it's them. So if it doesn't fit, just go to a different store. Meet somebody else. Try to find another person that fits you perfectly. Or maybe don't go shopping for a minute. Stay single and work on yourself. Focus on your friends, your school, your career, whatever it is that you're doing in life. You have to leave it behind so that you can find, if you do decide to go shopping and not stay at home and stay single, if you do decide to go shopping again, which means going dating again, if you decide to do that, maybe you find that pair that actually really fits like a glove, which is what happened to me. If I hadn't left that person behind, as painful as that was, I would have never been able to find my boyfriend who actually fits like a goddamn glove. And I'm applying that same metaphor with him. Going into this new relationship, I was like, I am trying you on. Again, I'm not freaking objectifying people. It's a metaphor. I was like, I am trying him out. I'm going to date him and see how it goes. See how the pair of jeans fit. But if I see that they're not fitting perfectly, I am not going to try and change it. I'm not going to try and fall in love with the potential. I'm not going to let him do that either. Fall in love with my potential or try to change me. If it works, it works. And if it doesn't, I'm going to have to put it down and go back to the next store, look at the next pair of jeans, maybe give up on shopping for a little while, stay single. I don't know. But I'm applying the same rules. And it really helped me for my breakup to realize I need to put it down. And now it's how I'm looking at my new relationship. I am trying it on. I am in the dressing room right now because we're dating right now. We're boyfriend and girlfriend, which means we're still on the try on phase. And sure, it can be a little bit harsh to look at it that way. It's definitely not a romantic way to look at things. It's a very objective way of looking at things. But it clicked and it made it so much easier. So much easier. Both my breakup and both going into a new relationship, it has made it way easier. So that's sort of what I realized and what helped, what has worked. I hope it works for you, whether you're going through a breakup, whether you met someone new and you're going out with them. Think of it this way. For me, it was the key like secret, top secret sauce recipe. And I hope that you can apply it to your past relationships, to your new relationships, to your current relationship. If you're currently in a relationship and you're like, oh, but I need them to change this or that, you're trying to alter a pair of jeans. Oh, but they have this potential and this. You're falling in love with the potential of the pair of jeans. Oh, but right now we're in the dating stage. Okay, you're trying the pair of jeans on. Oh, but it's really not fitting. Then put it down and go to the next store. Call me crazy, but I think it's a damn good ass metaphor. And now that just really made me think about my boyfriend. I'm going to go call him. Actually, I think he's asleep because we're like 15 hours ahead. I'm 15 hours ahead of him, but I'm going to wait for him to wake up so that I can call him. So that was it for this week's episode of Coaches Don't Play. But that really, when I realized it, I was like, God damn, you really unlocked something here. And I hope you can agree with me on that one. And I hope you can apply it to your life. But anyways, I'm going to go get my nails done because as you guys can see, I chipped this one and it's time for a new set. So I'm going to go do that. But that was what I wanted to tell you guys for this week. And I will see you guys next week.